Okay, looks like we can start. Today we would not expect to see Anton Krill and our product owner Mark Brinton, as they're in Sydney, Australia now. That's why they just can't manage to attend this meeting because of the time difference. So, but in any case, we have pretty tough agenda for today's meeting, and we would like to show you several stories. And according to the agenda, let's start from Pavel Bystritsky, who will show you the low stock report. Actually, that functionality already been presented on a previous demo and even before that. But on a previous demo, during the demo, actually, we found a bug. Vyacheslav, who is our quality assurance engineer, found the bug that we generate the report for disabled sources. So, and it was a request from product owner that we now need to generate reports for the disabled sources. That's why we will show you the fix of this bug now. And after that, we would be able to close the story in our backlog. So, Pavel, feel free to share your screen and make a presentation.
Hello. Let's check our preconditions. We have a product assigned for 3 sources. On first and second sources, we have quantity less than notified quantity, so it should pass to our low stock report. And third source, we have quantity greater than notified quantity, and so it should not be in low stock report. And for now, all sources are enabled. So we can check our report. As you see, we have second stock and first stock as planned, and no third stock in this report. And so we can filter by all enabled sources. Let's disable one of our sources, first sources. And now first source must disappear from this grid. Yes, it did disappear, and in filter we have no third source. And that's all for me. Any questions?
Looks like it's clear, so no questions yet. Maybe there would be some question arrive from Mark, but looks like it's clear now. And thank you, Pavel, for your presentation. The next one gonna be Roman Glushko, who will show you the source selection algorithm and the default implementation of that algorithm, the by priority algorithm.
Yeah, hi team. I've already shown my screen, and yeah, since the last time I've been working on those part that Igor mentioned, and let me say a couple of words regarding preconditions. So on my default Magento installation, we have 2 sources in the stock, Italy and Poland sources. And also we have a product, with a product which is presented in both of that sources in the following quantities. So in the source Italy, we have 20 products of this kind, and in the source, in the Poland source, we have 30 pieces. So let's create order from admin panel. Because the same feature for front-end part is being developed. So yeah, for now we can test it via the Magento admin. So let's wait a little bit for Magento. Hope it will be done soon. Okay, come on. Yeah. Here we go. Let's create a new order. Choose the customer. Yeah, then we need to add some product to our cart. Yeah, so we have, I guess, about 20 products in the first source and 30 in the second one. So let's buy 25 to affect both sources by the priority algorithm of selection. So should be okay. No. One more click.
Sorry, I can help you. It's because you need to add your product to default stock, more than 25 items, and it will work.
So you're talking about no, I'm not sure that in mine branch the default, the legacy stock input is available, because yeah, but let's check it. And also, let's check this value in stock 0. Need to be 1. So I need to make this dirty adjustment because of some piece of feature is being developed in other tickets. So to be able to work with this one, I need to have some direct work with the database, but it's okay for this stage. But yeah.
Do you need some time or?
Oh, actually, I have one order already created with the information, so I can just show it to you guys. And I promise the next orders will be okay as well. So yeah, let's just open the already created order and see the source selection tab with the information rendered. regarding item deduction. Yeah, this one. And the source selection tab will be looking like this. So basically, this is not the final implementation. Probably we will move this information to other part of the system, but for now it looks like that. So yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you.
I just want to ask you to show you that. Could you please show it one more time that Italy actually has more priority than Poland one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, the position of that rows is priority for this relation.
And by the way, is it possible, for example, if you change the drag and drop, will it that reorder on the source selection algorithm?
Yeah, I think so, because this information is recalculating all the time before you deliver those items. So yeah, this should be recalculating. Okay. If you have time for that, of course.
It's a good practice for developers to prepare for demo, disable all caches, switch on Xdebug, and go to demo. So it's okay. So.
Yeah, it looks like that you have Xdebug enabled. So I would recommend to disable it when you don't need it. So it will make Magento faster 3 times or more.
We'll do next time.
So here we see the same selection.
Sorry for interruption once more. I have already fixed this bug in this branch. You can pull it and it would work correctly.
Oh, great. Yeah, I heard about that bug, and yeah, thank you for the help in this task. So yeah, I can pull that branch if you have time, but still.
Okay, so if you would have enough time, so we will have 3 more presentations. So if you'll have like enough time, you can pull that branch and check it out. And if that will work, you can make the presentation again at the end of the demo to show that actually this bug fixed on your branch.
Yeah, sure. Do it right now.
So let's go further, and the next one gonna be Roman Keys, who will show you the product alert notification functionality and how the customer can subscribe for the product notification.
Hi all. First of all, I will show you my preconditions. So I have 2 customers. One customer is a customer for first website, it is main website, and the second one is for the second website. Here I have product, simple product 8. It has source 2 and default source. Source 2 is my second stock. Let me show. It is assigned to the second website. So default stock, it is main website, and the stock 2 is a website 2 and source 2. So it is both out of stock. Let's go to the front end and check this product. So it is my main website, and it is, I am logging with the customer for the first website. Let's press notify me when product is in stock. Okay, we subscribe it. Let's go to the second website. Here I am logging with the second customer, second website. Let's press here it too. Okay. Let's refresh the page. We should see these customers in a grid, product alerts. Yes, we can see it. And also website first, website second, default stock, and stock 2. Now I need to run cron, but I have to change time in my database because I can run this cron only one time for a day. So now that's this one. Something like this maybe. Yes, it is changed. Cron run. Oh, I forget something. I forget to make one of my products in stock. So cron doesn't start it. It's only make some work for him. Let's make product from source 2 in stock. Quantity store, save. Yes, it is in stock now. Database check again, pending, time. Okay. Oh, it is still working. It is still work. Transit system. Oh, it ended his work. Pending. Let's start it again. Let's wait. Yes, seems like, but not. Why not? Maybe let's change time. Oh, maybe it is not 25. What is the day today? It is 2023. Okay. 23. Yes, it is success. So I can go to my local mail and check if I have some, or it is 2 messages when I register my 2 accounts. So second website, main website, and I also have product back in alert stock, simple product 8. It's have to be product from the second website, and really, yes, we have product from the second website. Seems like it's all from me. Thanks for attention.
Thank you. Cool, Roman. Works like a charm. So Valery, so actually it was pretty big part of work. As several people were involved in the development of this task. It all started from contribution day in Chernivtsi, and one of the contributor who is shy a little bit and don't want to make a presentation by his own, but he is currently as a listener on this demo, and also Yaroslav, who take part in the implementation of that work. But actually, finally it was like merged all together, and now we are ready to deliver it. And the presentation of that work would be done by Valery. So actually, I'll just describe in a in a few words what actually we are going to show. So we finally finalize the product editing page, and you know that we like from the currently in Magento 2 we have like quantity and the stock status fields where you can specify the quantity of product and the stock status, whether it's in stock or out of stock. But what we added a grid with the source item, so merchant can specify how many products we have on each particular source, and you already seen that even during today's demo. So, and actually it was really confusing for many developers, many guys who install the MSI and start working with it, because it was a confusion where it makes sense to use what kind of fields, whether it's you need to use a grid or whether you need to use a quantity and the stock status. So actually what we implemented, so we introduced a service, and that service, it's kind of similar to the single store mode. But single store mode is a configuration service. But in our case, it's the service which calculated on a fly. So, and we detect. So the result of the service would be based on how many active sources we have. So if the if merchant has the only source and the source is default one. Okay. So Valery will show you and describe it.
Okay, guys, I would like to demonstrate our changes in UI on product form and our product grid. A few words about the conditions. We have default source is enabled, and we have one more source, this source is disabled. That means that we have single source system. How it will work? First of all, disabled, and I demonstrate new product form, update, and some already created product form. Okay, you can see that we have quantity and stock status fields, legacy stock status fields, and we don't have a block with source item selections. Also, we don't have tabs with saleable quantity information, with quantity how to many I have products of each of stock. Already created product, we on form with already created product, we have the same situation. We have old quantity, we have old stock status form. So my experience is to change it. Also, we don't have source items blocks, we don't have stocks blocks. Okay, I enable source, and that means that I have multi-source system. Update new product form and update form for created product. We can see that legacy fields is missed, but assigned source block is appeared. Also, we have the same, but we don't have stock data because it is new product. Open create product. And we can see in multi-source system, we need to manage our source items via dynamics rows blocks. Also, we have product saleable quantity information. This tab is missed if you have single store bot. Also, I show, for example, some complex products, for example, bundles. We have multi-source system, but for complex products, we will have another way how to assign quantity. And we can see that we don't affect some forms for bundle products, for configurable products, so on. And looks like we need to create one more ticket because we need to do the same behavior. We need to adapt our product grid because we have 3 columns in anyway. We have one source on single. I think it will be a simple task. After that, we can. I don't know. Maybe we need to provide some descriptions, documentation, but it will be responsibility of Jay. So looks like they all on my side.
Okay, so we definitely need to create a GitHub issue to fix the grid. So let's do it.
Igor, can you provide more information about how we save this data? If you have a single stock and you don't change quantity, we don't process this.
So
it will be very interesting.
Yeah, so can you open your
Okay.
product editing form? So maybe you remember that we had an issue, and actually we even had the open architectural discussion, and actually issue was that, but so the issue was when you are in a single source mode, like, and you come to the product editing page, and you have here like quantity and the stock item, like stock status, so in stock, out of stock. And when somebody, so, and you, for example, admin who would like to make some adjustment of attributes of the product, you make some editing, you upload the media data, etc., etc. But along with that, simultaneously with your editing, there is a concurrent session, and the customer in that session place an order. And as a result of that order, we make a stock deduction. So actually, that leads to quantity deducted and updated. And actually, admin who edits this page is not aware about that. And he just, because he, for example, just want to update the price or description or short description, something like that. But because we have the quantity data on the same form where we have all the product attributes, when we persist the product, we apply all the changes. Because probably, as you know, when Magento persists an entity, it persists all the entity's attributes. So the quantity and the stock status would be sent along with other form attributes, and we will persist it. So that potentially can lead that we will just lose the stock deduction which happened as a result of the order placement. So we fixed, so in the scope of the contribution day which we had in Chernivtsi, we fixed that issue with Sergey, who is currently on the call. So we made actually what we've done. We introduced the JavaScript component which checks we check whether the value has been updated or not, and if value of the quantity and the stock status has not been changed by merchant, by admin, we would not send it at all. So we just remove that this values out of HTML form and don't send it to server side. That's why actually it make aware the server side that these properties has not been updated at all. So we don't persist and we don't call at all the service which is supposed to update and persist the source item. So actually, this is the trick. Along with that, so but potentially we still have an issue, for example, with the form validation, because if we send the data and we have the backend validation, and as a result of the backend validation, we return the form back with some validation error, we still have some issues, potentially can have. That's why we decided to save the product form with the AJAX request. So we configured the product form, saving it with the AJAX request, but not as a not sending as a form and updating it. But what we currently do, we are freezing the screen, sending AJAX request, making the wheel rotating, get the result back, and if we have the validation error, we don't re-render page. So actually we just show the errors and what fields supposed to be updated. So this is pretty interesting stuff, and because we had this issue with the quantities for a long time in Magento 1 and in Magento 2, and actually we finally fixed it in the scope of the MSI. So this is the update, how we cares about the data consistency and the quantity. So actually, looks like this is the end of our presentation. Maybe Roman will show you the fix of the bug if you had the time to merge.
Yes. Actually, yeah, I have a time to pull that on my local machine. So yeah, and also have a time to check it myself. So yeah, let me show you the result. So again, preconditions, I restored that to the previous stage. So now the Italy is higher than Poland, has the high priority. So let's check it again. And then switch priority of the Polish source and refresh this page again. So the same situation here, but now let's change the situation a little bit. Save it and
Fingers are crossed.
Right. Voila. It works. So yeah. So we need only one source in such case to fulfill the order, and yeah, also maybe we don't need to show the rest of sources like that with no with zero quantity to deduct.
This page will be changed because we have new mockups, and this functionality will be moved on shipping creation page.
But we still need to show all the sources because we will provide the functionality of the manual correction. So admin would have an ability to apply changes on top of the results of algorithm. So admin could decide that it's not correct to make a shipment of all the 25 products from Poland, and he will decide to ship just 15 products from Poland and 10 products from Italy. That's why this form is supposed to be editable, and we will show all the source item here. So it's okay that it's shown now, so it's not an issue. So
okay, makes sense for me.
Thank you, Roman, and thank you, Pavel, for your export fix, which you provided to Roman to make this presentation happen. And sorry, I totally forgot about another presentation. So the last but not the least, Yaroslav will show you another update devoted for the product editing form and advanced inventory. So, Yaroslav, please share your screen.
Yeah, hello guys. So just want to extend Valera's presentation a little bit. So as a precondition, we have only one source enabled in the store configuration. And as a result, As Valera has shown this functionality, we have only legacy quantity field and the legacy stock status field here, and we don't have a grid with assigned sources because it doesn't make sense to have it. And in the advanced inventory, we have legacy, so we have like standard set of the fields. When we enable the second, or just if we have more than one source enabled in the system, so let's enable it. So we don't have the legacy quantity and stock status fields anymore, and we do have the assigned sources form here. And alongside with that, we have added one more possibility, the possibility to manage the advanced inventory fields. So as you can see, we have added additional button here. And in this, by clicking on this button, we will see the standard advanced inventory field with some changes. So we don't see the quantity and the stock status fields here, because this information is editable from this form. Yeah, that's it for now. Thank you.
Looks very nice. Thank you, Yaroslav. So thank you for all the presenters. Looks like if we will show, if we will look at our roadmap, if you look at our backlog, so today we showed you the product alert functionality. Today we show you the update low stock report, so we can close both of these stories. Along with that, we provided you the demo for the simple by priority algorithm, and yeah, so actually these stories could be closed out of our backlog. So looks like a good update for this week. So thank you very much, guys, for your time and for your demonstration. It was very interactive this time, and I will definitely provide the recording of the demo to Mark Brinton and Anton Krill, so maybe we'll get some additional feedbacks and insights. But now that's all. And of course, ping us and send any question to the MSI Slack channel. Thank you. Bye.